She says, I regret dating a famous guy. So I put this on here for a reason. I've never used the subreddit before, so I don't know how it works, but I just kind of want to rant. I recently found out that that he's been texting multiple girls throughout the entire time we've been together. I thought he loved me. He was the nicest guy I'd ever been with. He treated me with so much love and respect and would even spend hundreds of me, every single time we go out because I'm worth every penny, quote unquote, and that I deserve it, quote unquote. I trusted him so much. I even gave him my body, which I'm ashamed of because I've never done anything like that before, although I'm 21. And I just don't understand how it was all fake from his side. His ex found out and reached out to me, and she sent me screenshots of his chats with other girls and photos of him at event. See, hell hath no fury like a woman scorn, right? Ex found out and reached out to me. She sent me screenshots of his chats with the girls and photos of him at events with his arms around different girls, and it genuinely destroyed me because I found out on Valentine's Day, and that apparently she went through the same thing before they broke up. All of my friends warned me about dating a public figure, but I just never listened to them, and ashamed that he obviously wouldn't hurt me, and now I feel so stupid. He knew all about my issues and traumatic experiences I went through and always reassured me and reminded me of how much he cared for me. I don't know how I can trust a guy ever again. I'm beyond hurt. He found out that she spoke to me and hasn't texted me since. I haven't had a conversation with him ever since I found out. He's not even trying, and it hurts because the worst part is that I still deeply love him and care for him. How can I get over it? He raised my standards so much and just disappeared. Yeah, he raised her standards into the stratosphere. That's what, it's been said that a wealthy man will change a broke woman's life, but a wealthy woman won't look a broke man's way. And I've said this many, many times. I mean, you're going to, you want a famous guy, as the caption states. Don't expect him to be sexually exclusive with you, right? I mean, he could be committed to you. I mean, it seems pretty clear. He loved me, nicest guy, treated me well, spent money on me. She's worth every penny. I deserve it, blah, blah, blah. I mean, Moff, what do you think about this?
I mean, we've got proof in the pudding, man. We've got women that have come on the show and they are the happiest women on the show. Like, you got Angie, who's like, I have an extremely high level top shelf guy. I don't go looking for dirt. I don't go looking for trouble. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I have stuff to do. Like, keep him happy, keep the home nice, be his, relax, be his peace. I hate that. But make sure he's nice and relaxed and he's got food and he's relaxed because he's got a business to run. He's got all this other nonsense. Why don't I just shut up and be happy? Right. And the most unhappy women are the ones that come on and say, he cheated on me, or he was texting other girls, and now I'm lonely and single and I can't find a man, and I'm old and bitter and I'm on the wrong side of 30, yada, 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 yada. It's just sucks, I guess. I mean, this girl's screwed, like alpha widowed, like you read about. I mean, this is, your standards are high now. Like, there's no dude that's ever going to live up to that standard. And it's like, and you got to blame, part of it's also feminism. Part of it is also the Disney machine is for women as well, man. It's like, look, you see, you hire a traditionally good looking masculine dude to play like a dorky role and say, oh, wow, like the dishwasher at Taco Bell is actually a model with an 8-pack, and that actually exists, and he'll be loyal to you and he'll only love you and care about you forever. So go get it, girls. Naivete. And this is just more fatherless behavior. This is not a woman who's ever been sat down by her father and said, hey, look, this is what you're going to run into in life, so you better pick your poison. But another case of women thinking they can have it all. Another cautionary tale. But women won't learn from it. That's the thing. They all think they're special. They'll read this and be like, oh, that won't happen to me because I'm better than her. She probably nagged him. No, you're all like that.
A lot of this is the cultural narratives that they chuck at women, like, oh, because you love a guy, he's got to be exclusive to you, or whatever the fuck it is. Here's the reality of the situation. A lot of these, again, traditional conservative male influencers that you see out there. I'm not going to mention his name, but I was at an event once, and because we were behind closed doors and confidentiality, if I mentioned his name, y'all would know him. But he was very high profile, big, good Christian man. My relationship with God and the Bible and all that sort of shit.
I know you're talking about.
as we're doing the the updates going around, he's fucking talking about I can't stop fucking other women. Like when I'm on a business trip or I'm doing a speaking gig or something like that, he's like, these hoes are coming at me and I'm just banging them, right? But if you were to see his social media or his podcast interviews or any of those, he's like, I'm a good Christian man. I love my wife. We have a family. I'm very committed, and all that bullshit. And fuck it, like, just tell the truth. I mean, just instead of sweeping it under the rug like most fucking guys do, just fucking tell the truth, because this serves nobody. Famous guy bullshit. Have you heard of the country Hungary?
Of course.
It's a European country, and they have introduced a policy. I'm going to be honest with you, it's misandrist. Check it out. Like, you think a country like this would be a little cleaner on it, but check this out. Look at this. Okay, so it's in their language, so I'll translate. Again. Yeah. So we're launching the largest tax reduction program in Europe. This is what I call a breakthrough. This guy's been on the PBD podcast, by the way. We're introducing full lifelong income tax exemption for mothers with 2 and 3 children. For mothers. For those with 3 children, in one step from October 2025. For those with 2 children, in stages from January 2026. This is a world sensation. There's nothing like it anywhere. We are also launching the largest tax reduction program in Europe. This is what I call
a repeat.
Okay, so that's it. So basically, he's giving moms a tax reduction for having 2 to 3 children. What about the fucking dads?
I mean, it's really amazing.
Serious question. Eastern Europe's supposed to be patriarchal, conservative, God first. What about the fucking dads? Just bend them over and rape them at the income tax polls? Moms get fucking no income tax. Like, what the fuck?
So I can't say anything about Hungarian culture, but I can tell you, at least in America, this would be a absolute fiscal disaster on the U.S. economy, because women are already a net negative on the economy itself. They consume far more than they produce. It
until
is
they're 65,
small
by the way.
Percentage, right?
Then
well,
they
until
make a contribution.
Then they can start paying up. Okay,
yeah.
So, but it's a small, like it's like the top 1%. It's like the top 10% of the wealthiest people in the U.S. pay like 75 of the income tax revenue they're responsible for. The 1% is solely responsible for like 46%. So when we hear all this BS from AOC, who is the dumbest congresswoman who's ever lived, and I can't believe she's ever been elected.
Don't say that, Moff. You're going to get DMs from angry women.
Please do. Please DM me and tell me how smart she is. Please tell me. Please do. Please come on the show and debate me on that. Saying tax the rich, tax the 1%. They don't pay their fair share. It's like they pay 40%. They say almost half of the entire income tax revenue. And then to sit here and say we're going to give them more breaks to an already a demographic of people who accounts for 73% of all consumer spending. They don't pay down their student loan debt. Men have shown over time, men pay down their student loan debt. Women don't. So the reduction in student loan debt is solely due to men that are paying off their loans. It's just bananas. You are rewarding you're rewarding women for terrible decision-making with who they choose to lay down with and who they choose to sleep with. And the fact is they probably couldn't keep a man around because they're annoying. And now they get rewarded for that. And now they're just going to spend more of that person of the money, and they're going to be more of a burden on society. Like, when are we going to finally say enough is enough? My goodness.
It's an interesting and perhaps even a good idea from a starting point to encourage your population to have children. I mean, the replacement rate needs to be 2.1 for a country. I mean, obviously you can't have 2.1 kids, so it's 3, but give citizens a meaningful tax reduction for having 3 kids.
But make them be together. Give them a tax break for being married. They got to be married.
I was just about to say, as long as she's with the father. If
Yeah.
she leaves the father, fuck you. You know, you
Get
lose
nothing.
the tax reduction. You know, removing the father from the household is one of the worst things that you can do to children today. So there's no thought put into this. It's just, you know, virtue
Zero.
signal. We're going to give tax breaks to moms,
It's never been done before.
lifelong
The
income
biggest
tax
we
exemption.
are so amazing, and you're like pat ourselves on the back some more.
Yeah.
Shut up, fat ass.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.